2015 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Ereck Flowers, tackle, Miami.
Well, everyone, you just heard of the New York Giants taking Ereck Flowers, an offensive lineman out of the University of Miami. We have Anthony Carlo here with the breakdown.
Well, Ereck Flowers, 6'6", 329 pounds, offensive guard out of Miami. He comes in, obviously, with a big athletic frame after listing those weight and height statistics, carrying more than 320 pounds, as I said. You know what? He's going to be a run stopper. Bender, who, you know, off the snap, he's going to be very difficult to get by. And one thing that the Giants are going to need is somebody to build up that line there. Okay, we've seen you know, a lot of problems with this team when it's come to certain weaknesses, and you know, I was looking at the mock draft here, and you know, I sort of salivated another wide receiver, but we have to deal with what's weak here, and I think he was a necessary pick.
Yeah, I have to agree. Everyone knows they needed an offensive lineman. The offensive line has been very weak over the past few seasons. Eli Manning has had no time to throw the ball, and he's been getting killed out there. This is a good pick. It's going to help the offensive line. It's going to put them in a better position.
I personally hate the pick. To be honest, Flowers is looked at as an offensive tackle that needs a lot of work in pass protection. There's talks about him maybe being more valuable as an inside run blocking guard, and this is someone who's supposed to give Eli time to find Beckham and find Cruz, and that's not really what he's capable of doing. He needs a lot of work, and unless their offensive line coach can turn Flowers around to the offensive tackle that they need to protect Manning, I think they might have panicked, knew they needed an offensive lineman, and just went best offensive lineman available, as opposed to really doing their homework on this one.
See, I think with Kevin, maybe it's not the flashiest in the world, but I think if you're the Giants, it probably was the best player available for their situation. I think situationally, this was probably the biggest weakness that they had. They probably could have gone in a lot of different directions, maybe even brought in another offensive playmaker, but I think right now the Giants' line of thought kind of makes sense. They needed help in that position. They took the best guy who was there. We are looking right now as the Rams are still on the clock, so guys, we still have some time to break things down for the Giants. Obviously, they get the best offensive lineman still on the board. Where do they go, though, later in this draft, now that they kind of have this first one figured out?
Well, I think that for the Giants, there's always some concern with their defense. We saw their offense really catch fire due to Odell Beckham's star power and his ability to just make amazing play after amazing play. And they obviously feel that they have addressed their need for offensive linemen. And not very often do people address, you know, linemen back to back. So I think the Giants' best move is to go best available defensive player on the board next time they come up on the clock.
Well, guys, we're breaking down the Giants a little bit, but we still have some time. There's a commercial on the ESPN live stream, and I know the all talk. Everyone's still talking about Marcus Mariota, the Tennessee Titans, of course, taking him with that number 2 pick. Is this it, guys? Are you convinced that he's going to be a Tennessee Titan, or are the Eagles still working in the wings? Are there other teams still trying to figure something out to get him on their team?
No, absolutely not. I don't think Marcus Mariota is going to remain a Titan. I mean, listen, we were just talking about this. I think Chip Kelly puts on a good poker face, and all this time the move for Bradford really wasn't going to be the quarterback they'd move forward with. Now everybody's a little panicked at this point because you're thinking, if you're an Eagles fan, well, you know, he's with the Titans now, but there's still that opportunity. He's going to do everything he possibly can, you know, and I definitely expect there to be a trade here.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. Sorry to cut you off, but you gotta believe something is up Chip Kelly's sleeve here. You know, I do not believe he's gonna go in with Sam Bradford as a QB. He does not fit the system. I think he's gotta make a move for Marcus Mariota.
I think I'm with you. I mean, I think absolutely he's trying. I just don't know if he has any options right now. I mean, I think for him to do that, there needs to be a lot of things that have to go his way. I just don't know if they have the ammunition right now to do it. But, Kevin, you're the Eagles fan in the bunch, so you tell me, are you still thinking your man Chip Kelly's going to get it done?
In all honesty, I think the ship has sailed. I think if it was in the cards, it would have happened already. And I feel like, considering that the Titans made that selection and went Mariota, I think it shows that that's who they wanted, that's who they got, and Sam Bradford hopefully can find himself a good doctor to keep him healthy, because it looks like that's going to be the man behind center for the Eagles this coming year.
Well, let's certainly hope that we all can find a doctor to keep us all healthy. But guys, there's a commercial break for ESPN. We're going to reshift. Get ready for the Rams. The pick will be in soon. So don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to be here until the end of the first round. We will be right back.